So, what's up, listeners? Welcome back to another episode of the Jaftaf show, and we are the Jaftafs. But today, before we start the episode, it's a moment of silence and sorrow
Yeah.
because what happened in Kashmir, and I know we usually don't talk about this, but today we just wanted to address this, like
Yeah.
the people who died in Kashmir and the terror attack was very disrespectful between these two countries. And
Yeah.
yeah, man, I was not even actually reading the whole news because I was actually feeling very disturbed
Yeah.
because of that. And
No,
yeah, man.
it's very disturbing because people have gone there to enjoy their time and they've gone for their vacation, but they ended up
Exactly.
doing something else. The fortune took them somewhere else. That was not good. Let's see, like, what happens after this. What did do
Yeah, let's see.
do their
But
families
but
get justice? Let's see.
the justice, the people that who died and the family members, they are actually never going to get justice because they have lost people, right?
Exactly.
So it's like a cure can be multiples, but precautions were not there. So I guess it's a very beautiful place, Pelgam, and the people who attacked those were the actual sinners. And
Exactly.
yes, guys, today the movie that we are talking, it's called Sinners Only, and I guess
Yeah.
I won't say that I wanted this coincidence to be happen, but this was a tragic moment for us, and obviously we give like RIP to the people who died.
Yeah.
And obviously our condolences with
we
the
pray
people.
for their families and their loved ones that they take care.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah, man.
this is the only thing we
I
can do
hope.
from our side. So yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, guys, today we are going to talk about the movie called Sinners, starring Michael B. Jordan, and yeah,
Directed by
was
Ryan Coogler.
yeah.
His notable works.
Same director.
Yes, from
Yeah.
Black Panther 1 and 2.
Yeah. Oh, both Black Panthers he himself directed, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I know that he worked with him. Michael Jordan, he worked with in other movies as well, like Creed.
Creed 2 and 3.
And
Yes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's good, man. I guess that's why this collaboration was pretty good eventually, because I
exactly.
guess these guys been working together for quite some time now.
Yeah.
But man, Sinners was mind blowing, I must say.
I
Was
have
mind-blowing.
like small thing to tell about Sinners. So basically, I knew Sinners is a movie which is released in India like 3-4 days back, but the only reason you know, right, what I'm saying. Usually there many movies gets released in India, so you just see the poster and you just skip away. So the same thing happened for me for Sinner. I just saw few posters of characters and I skipped away. I never went to YouTube and saw his trailer or teaser, anything. Not even heard of anything, reactions, anything. So I was like, okay, fine. This is one of the Michael Jordan's movie. Okay, fine. Check. But I never thought I'll just go visit because I was not interested. Then during the Coachella week, the Weekend had posted on Instagram that go and check Sinners. Like it's his brothers, like Ryan Coogler and Ludwig Göransson, who made the music. So he mentioned them, like go check this movie on biggest screen possible. So I was like curious to know what Sinners is. Like this guy is promoting this because he's promoting his movie Hurry Up Tomorrow, and in between he's promoting this movie as well. So I thought, like, what's the news, because he doesn't come out so often to do all this. So I got interested what Sinners is, but still I didn't watch anything. Then
You're talking about this guy, right?
yeah, that legend. So then you texted me that we're gonna discuss about it. So I was like, okay, fine, let's not see it. Let's see the movie and without seeing trailer, let's watch this movie in theater with no context. So I went there in theater with no context. I was confused AF because like if you see trailer, you'll get to know that what movie is about. So I was like, what are they doing in the field? Why are these people communicating like this? What's happening? Then, like just 10 minutes before the movie start, I got to know this movie is like A-rated and it's a horror movie. So I was not prepared for this. But it turned out to be amazing and I loved it. I loved it. And,
Yeah, man.
and
Actually,
especially I would say more than movie, I loved the part where it's musical based scenes and the SFX and the music score used in this movie.
yeah.
I loved it to the core. Like, in fact, after the next day, like today morning, I got up and I was listening to the soundtrack. So it was very amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, man. While I was watching this movie, I was like, this is the first musical horror movie that I am watching.
Yeah.
And it is a musical horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, usually we are not into musical movies. And I know before this, we talked about,
Joker 2.
I guess, Joker 2. And
Yeah.
before that, it was La La Land.
La La Land, yeah.
So this is I guess, the third musical movie that we are talking. Right. And you know how actually I've seen some of the clips of this movie on Instagram where like the character of Mary, her teeth are visible and the eyes, the white chick. White
yeah,
chick.
Yeah. Voice for Gwen.
So yeah, so her eyes are changed. So I had some idea that this is some cult type shit movie. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Some cult shit is going on. And when the movie was proceeding, obviously I checked on ChatGPT, right? What are the movies that are actually very great or trending right now? And the ratings are pretty good. And the ticket was cheap, so I was like, let's just fucking go for it. And when I watched this movie, after that I was watching one of the director's interview where he was explaining that what are the films that they shot this movie on. So it was like Ultra Panavision and IMAX 70mm.
So this movie this movie has like two sizes.
Aspect ratio.
One is 70mm and one is 1:8:5, 8:5:1. I guess I'm assuming.
No, 2.76.1. So it's
76. Okay.
Ratio 1 because it's more rectangular actually. This movie is very, very rectangular.
Because when I watched in 2D screen, right, still there was cropping there. So
yeah. So but they actually thought about it. That's why the director himself was suggesting in that interview that you guys should watch it in bigger theaters, especially in IMAX theaters, because there are certain type of IMAX theaters are there where the aspect ratio changes.
Yeah.
Because IMAX shoots in a different way, no?
Yes. It is like
the film.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more likely they horizontally change the film.
You know what? Yeah. If I watched trailer before, like if I had watched Sinners trailer before, I would have definitely booked for IMAX, because when I watched in 2D, there was a lot of cuts. Like there was not open matte. It was slightly cropped. So yeah. If I had
that's what I was thinking, because this they used anamorphic lens obviously, and using IMAX it was like you are watching shallow depth of field on a very big frame.
Exactly.
That creates the isolation of the characters. But whatever, this is the technicality part, but I loved the dialogues of this movie. The screenwriting is pretty, it means the dialogue deliveries and the dialogues are pretty crazy, especially, one was Smoke and another was Stack. Yeah. Smoke and Stack. I love Stack's dialogues, how, when he got to his friend's field and he was explaining him like, this is your wife. So she can fuck off too, and and then after that he explained explains everything about like if you get more money, she's gonna help you out in the things that you might like.
Exactly.
So that was also pretty crazy. That was a part. But yeah, man, actually, from the beginning of the movie, how the movie starts, it's the kind of place that they showed. It's Texas, Mississippi, Texas, right?
Yeah.
So the game called Red Dead Redemption, right? Red Dead Redemption 2 and all. So I played that game, and that is the same place, Texas and all, and they have the same kind of accent and all. So so I was liking this actually.
Okay.
Because I like that accent. I like the time when there was not much of technology was there, and people were not thinking about just the future, but what they could have done in what they can do in their present.
Okay.
And that was the goal of the main character. What was his name?
Smoke.
The main guy who plays guitar.
Sammie.
Sammie, yeah, Sammie. So the Sammie guy, and how the movie starts, and when the first scene comes, no, I was like, some shit is going down, but it took me just 10 seconds to realize that how they are building it up.
Okay.
Because this looks very simple. A guy is coming by car and just stopping in front of the church, but when he comes out the car and with a half guitar. So then I was like, yeah, man, now they are building something up.
Yeah.
And obviously the people who have, just like you didn't watch this trailer, right? And you had no context about the movie. So for them, it was more like a surprise, like for how the movie turns it out. Like in one day, it's the story for one day.
After watching this movie, I really loved it. So I thought like maybe for some time, I'll not watch trailers for upcoming movies. I'll just directly go to theater. That would be very amazing because
yeah, man, that is actually pretty
I didn't know anything about
I
this
never
movie.
watched the trailer, bro. Actually, I never watched the trailer. I just, on Instagram, when people put stories and all, so there was this one clip that I just told you about that I could see. And one of the one where like Stack was asking Smoke to open the door, but he was not opening. And then the girl, Annie, says that he is not your brother. So that was the part that I saw somewhere. So these were the two things, but I was still not interested. I went to watch this movie because of the ratings that it had.
It had good rating actually.
So yeah, it had good ratings, and but man, my favorite part of this movie, is that they in the beginning they tell you the story about how people have the power to open the realm when they sing from their heart. Right. And when that part comes in the movie and you see everything, when present is connected to past and future, and those three vampires are actually seeing what is going on.
What's the name?
Man, that sequence is, it's like ultimate, man. I mean, who can do that, man? I mean, if you are visualizing it, I guess you are not just a filmmaker. You are more than that. I mean, you are seeing it through, man. You are seeing it through everything.
Exactly.
I mean, you have the knowledge of music, you have the knowledge of filmmaking, and what kind of technical aspects you gonna choose to make it possible, and how the characters, there's this guy who is playing simple guitar, and then there's this DJ is there, our boy Sammie, and somebody is doing parkour, somebody is dancing. I was like, this at that moment I was high, man. I was high.
No, I totally agree with it because the choreography done in this movie is very amazing. Every actor, even the extras, played very good. Even those black group of people who were inside and the people who were outside. The same guys transformed into vampires. They were outside. So even their choreography, when they were coming to attack on the house, they were forming a circle and dancing. They were enjoying the things. Even the part, I liked it. They were led by the white guy. I think it starts from H. The guy's name. Remmick. Yeah.
Remmick.
So Remmick was the leader, apparently the leader of the group he was leading it. So yeah, man, like the choreography of that scene was very amazing, and I even like the shot where like they imagine that this house is burnt, and the camera takes from down to top from the sky, and they show that what's outside the house. I even like you know like uh, the scenes of Sammie and what's her name, Pearline, yeah. Pearline.
Bro, at that time I loved what
I
Stack said
I
that, yeah, man,
I,
you
wa- I
have
want
found the
I want
button.
to taste you. I'm like,
Boy!
Sam, you're doing good. Like I was proud for Sam
Yeah.
that yeah, you should do this. So yeah, man, you know what? Like the first time when Delta was introduced in the station, in the railway station, and Sammie like does his performance, and there you see a chick like standing there seeing the performance. I was like, oh, who the hell is she? Pearline.
You're talking about Pearline,
Yeah,
right?
Pearline. Yeah. Although I would say, like, what's her name? Mary. Mary was there in this, but still, I was like hooked into Pearline because she was looking very amazing. Man, like
Yeah,
when,
man.
yeah, she had like good aura. Like I would say, yeah. Even the first time when we saw her, like she was looking fabulous. Like even if I was Sam, then I would have like I'm still mad for her. Like
Okay, I
yeah,
guess.
but you know, like if I talk about technical part, all the shots where they show the cotton field and the in what do you say, the car sequences in the cotton field, I love those scenes. Like I wish those scenes were more extended because uh, like for B rolls they get the camera from top to down to show that that cotton field it's too wide. You know what, sitting in the theater I was wishing that, man, I could have booked IMAX 2D. Why the hell did I come here? Then I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
now I don't have time. I have to see this. I have to complete this movie. So I sticked around there. But for that scenes, I was like, I could have gone to IMAX 2D. If I had watched the trailer, I would have never come for 2D actually, because those scenes were so good. Uh, I only know that this can be more better in IMAX screens, but I missed it. But yeah, man, I love the shots where the two brothers Stack and Smoke, they interact with Sammie in the car while traveling to one place to another place, and Sammie plays his song there. Man, that whole conversation was so good. Actually, it was so lively. But then in the end they revisit to the same scene, but then the scene becomes a little frightening,
Yeah,
man, like
yeah.
what happened. but
Yeah.
but yeah, man, like the characters were very amazing, like from everyone, like from start to end. It
Yeah,
was so
man. I
lively
mean,
actually.
at the end they show like how these when Smoke was thinking like how he got his chick to come here
Mhm.
to cook food, all the people that helped them to make this place better for that night.
Mhm.
When those shots were coming, it was pretty great to see. Means the build up of it,
Mhm.
because that was not shown before. This I'll just share you one picture. Just have a look, and then we'll
Yeah.
talk about it. Just give me a second. So when the movie was ending, when the first credit came that it was directed by, so people started walking out, and then the scene starts coming, and then look at the picture. Look how people were watching that. They were standing
Yeah,
near to the screen and they were
for
just watching
context,
it.
I'll show what picture is this for audience.
No. It's not visible because light is coming. I guess
Yeah,
I'll show. I'll
this
show. I'll
picture.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's focusing. Yeah,
yeah.
so this is the picture
Yeah,
what
yeah.
we're talking about. Yeah.
So man, this was a part. I was like, you talk about post credit scenes. This is how it should be.
Yeah.
They made a entire different thing. People could the movie could have ended there, but just putting there, na, you feel empathy towards the vampires also.
Yeah. Yeah.
With this particular part. Like, yeah, man,
would say,
they also have heart.
I would say that I never felt bad for vampires. I was feeling bad for Sammie, that he was a good artist. You saw a scratch on his face, and he performed till his old age. So I wish we could see more of Sammie, that he's a good blues player. And yeah, man, like, he sings amazing. Like,
Yeah, man. I mean, first time when I heard his voice, I was like, so bassy voice, and it's
Exactly.
so good, man. I
Exactly.
mean, like, how is he singing? And this
Yeah.
Texas Mississippi accent, I
Uh-huh.
love this southern accent. This is my favorite
Yeah.
accent actually in America.
You know,
And all the people are actually talking in that. It was,
Yeah.
yeah.
I would say that if you liked this blues performance, I would recommend you to listen Ethiopian songs, or like what do you say, South African songs. Those are really catchy and it has like more life. Sometimes I visit to those songs. They're really good actually.
Yeah, man. And the music, how they put it up, the music part. No, I'm telling you, the people who hate musical movies,
Yeah.
they can still watch it. They can watch it because
Exactly.
it is a collaboration of character development, action, thriller, horror. Every single thing is there. The most the guy who was just sitting next to me, he was so quiet because he was about to shit himself. The way he was scared.
Okay.
You remember when Cornbread came and he was asking, would you let me come inside? Would you let me come
That
inside?
jump scare was
And
amazing.
Smoke was asking like, you were here the entire day and you didn't even ask for once to come inside. Why are you asking now? At that time, I was also curious that why these guys are not coming inside. Because they needed your fucking permission to come inside, man.
Yes.
I had no idea like this kind of thing also exists. Like they first you to say it and then they can come inside. I was like this is not even a church. Why these guys are running outside?
Exactly.
What's the point in that? So at that time, Cornbread, he was like, give me my money, and Smoke was giving
like
him the money, and Annie was like, be careful. And how he opens his mouth, na? The guy who was just sitting next to me, na, he was like,
Yeah.
he got so much scared. I was not scared, but I was so thrilled. I was like, shit, man, this
Same.
is where the this is very crazy.
When this movie started, okay, like I saw that A-rated certificate. I was like, okay, it's fine. Let's watch A-rated movie. Sorry, a horror movie after a long time. But then like I didn't feel any horror element. Maybe horror element was there, but I didn't. It was so thrilling actually. I didn't feel any fear or something like that. But yeah, the scene where you told Cornbread like comes and grabs his arm, like about to grab his arm, that was very like disturbing, but not so disturbing. But because he opens his mouth so wide, and he's about to grab and like eat him. But yeah, he was saved because plot armor comes there, so he should be saved there. So yeah, like but
yeah, man. I would say like when they knew, Annie was very, very smart. Annie was literally very smart that when she saw the body of Stack, she saw the body of Stack and she was like, Smoke, you shot her 6 times, more than 6 times, and Mary, and she ran away like nothing happened. No, this is the only dead body inside the what was that place called? Forgot. Fuck, I was forgetting the name. Juke. I guess it was Joint. That place is called Joint. I know.
The Juke is not the place name actually. Juke is
No,
not
no,
the place.
the club, the club where they were doing all this.
Yeah.
Something like that. So she was like, this is the only dead body that is inside. I guess we should put it out, right? And they didn't do it. So I was at that time, I was also very curious about, like, if vampire wants to come inside, they can just simply come. No,
Exactly.
now what is stopping them to come inside? But they were actually very safe till the time Grace said it, that if you have the guts to come inside, just come. Till that time, these guys were actually safe. They just need to wait till the morning. But that anxiety
You
came
know that,
along.
right? In every horror or haunted movies, there's one character who is fool. So in this movie, Grace was foolish character.
Yeah, Grace fucked up, man. She
because
fucked up very
because there's a
big
history
time.
of so many haunted movies where one character who should not do any effing business, that character should just shut the f up and just stand there or just go away. But that character, he or she, will go in that dark room. He or she knows that, yeah, if that person goes there, that person will not come back anytime in their life. But still that person wants to go in that room, go into that bungalow to do something. And later that character gets killed. Same thing happened here in like Grace.
But exactly, Grace fucked up big time. You know why? Because what's the point calling them inside? If they want to kill somebody, they'll just go there and then kill.
Exactly.
You can't do anything about it. That was not a smart decision from Grace's point of view, because she was being selfish at that time. Although the story has to go that way, I am not saying that. But if I know for a fact that I cannot go outside in dark because vampires are out there.
They could have just taped Grace's mouth and kept her there, and they could have waited for.
But I don't think at that time tape invented. I don't think so.
I mean, like anything, just they could have hit her so that she could just fall down, and they could have waited for like sunrise so that they couldn't go around. They can go like properly to their house, and all the vampires will disappear. Because of this Grace lady, everyone had to.
Annie died, man.
Yeah.
Smoke had to kill Annie. That was a
Pearline
very
died, man.
heartbreaking moment.
Yeah, even Pearline died.
All right. So yeah, man. But yeah, man. How the movie turned out after that? How was that Delta? Yeah, Delta was very smart. Delta, but he was a pretty good musician.
Man, I would say like if Delta character exists, I'll try to become his friend.
I would say I would sit with him and drink. I want to listen what he wants to say.
Exactly. Even I'll just be with him because he's such a chill and amazing guy. He would say that I guess Smoke asked him like where all this money goes. I drink it.
Yeah, I drink it. Yeah, man.
Man, he's
crazy,
such
man.
an
And
amazing
even
guy.
I mean all the sex scenes of this movie are all very, very crazy scenes, man. I mean, they happened when you are not even expecting them to happen.
Yeah.
Especially the first scene, first time when
Annie and
Smoke met Annie. Yeah. I was like, and Annie says like, you still haven't forgotten my body, and all the guys in the they were like, yeah. I was like, yeah, man. Means, every element is there, man. I'm telling you, every single thing is there. Means movie doesn't miss any part of the human life.
Exactly.
And that is what you call a good filmmaking, man.
Yeah, like obviously
Pretty crazy,
this
man.
movie was rated A certificate. So obviously the director had the chance to show whatever he likes, because now you got a certificate. Now he could have added like so many elements, but yeah, like all those scenes didn't carry much of the weightage in the movie. If those scenes were not there, then also the movie would have gone.
Yeah, I'm saying, man, why they were there?
but
They created a
but
value.
but like only the scene of Sammie and Pearline making out made sense afterwards, because boys, like if they get slightly attention, they go mad. So the scene where like Annie was distributing garlic for everyone, she's like, I can't eat. She's like, then
Yeah,
the
Smoke was like, I'm gonna shoot you right here.
Sammy is like, don't. He's like, he hits him, like, you better be quiet. I'm saving a life. You that person just met you like couple of few minutes, and he's like, don't do to her like.
But yeah, man, this movie was able to show uh, all the colors of a human being. You know, everything the people do
Yeah.
and how it happens. So yeah, they were actually able to do it. But yeah, man, actually, but for me, my favorite sequence was there only when Sammy was singing, and the song
Exactly.
that he wrote for his father, and everything changes. You know, the composition, the mise en scène of that particular sequence is. I mean, that was the best thing for me,
Yeah.
and I was actually ready to believe that it is happening. It is not the imagination. It is really
Yeah.
happening, and it is going. It is
Yeah.
going with it
For
because that's
me,
what music is doing.
yeah. For me, I would say that I like three scenes in this movie. One first scene is where Pearline performs her dance in the stage in the house, with that beats, like everyone
Yeah.
clapping, jumping, and that bass sound, 808 sound. Like you could hear that some very something is gonna happen now, and the way she
They
was,
were beating a guy at the same time.
yeah, those cuts and the music coordination was so good. That is the like crazy scene I liked. And yeah, obviously I like the scene where what do you say, uh, Sammie was singing out, like Sammie was doing his performance, and sorry, Slash and even like what's his name, Remmick. Remmick was singing outside, and everyone were circling around, and they were doing their choreography stuff. And one more best sequence, I would say, that towards the end, where Remmick captures Sammie and goes towards the lake, and there, like suddenly, like in like few seconds, sunrise comes, and it becomes a very dawn type situation where it's almost about to sun. There we could see that very light, very little amount of light, but the color grading and the people around the Remmick, people behind Remmick, they were like uh, waiting for Sammie to get converted so that everyone could be part of the group. And he takes his guitar and smashes on Remmick's head. That was amazing. And like then Smoke comes and saves him. I love that whole sequence. It was so interesting actually.
Yeah. It was like a superhero just came inside the scene to save you at the moment when you
Although
need
that scene
to
doesn't
serve.
make sense realistically, but still it looked amazing in the movie. I know that
No, no, ma'am.
someone will come and save.
It is actually pretty great. Why? Because that is the moment how Smoke enters. I was actually curious whether uh, Smoke shouldn't got bitten. And there was
Uh,
just somebody who was sitting like 2 3 seats away, and they were also thinking the same thing, that, oh, has he got bitten or something like
mm,
that. Everybody was curious about it, but obviously he was not.
mm,
But yeah, I knew, and Smoke was the smartest
mm,
out of both the brothers, and he knew those white guys are going to come back, and
exactly.
he was pretty prepared for it. How he
Yeah.
killed all those white men. I felt so good about it. Like,
Mm,
and that was a very realistic scenario, right, in the movie.
exactly.
Very very realistic. Can you see the contrast? Just
Mm,
20 minutes back, some fiction thing was happening. A vampire
mm,
was
mm,
burning down in front in a river, in a
yeah.
lake, because the sun. And then there's a black guy killing the white
Mm,
people because they were trying to invade the land.
yeah.
And you see the contrast inside the movie, that the reality and the fiction exist, they are coexisting, man. And I guess this movie, I don't know any specific category this movie should be nominated for Academy, but entirely this movie is pretty great.
Yeah.
And it should go for Academy. I mean, it should, as a one of the greatest movies,
Yeah.
I would say, that I have watched, because it has a multiple elements that you can actually
Yeah.
check out and you can figure it out. Yeah, man, it is very, very related to this and that.
I would say this movie can go for nominations like best cinematography, nominees for best cinematography, best sound design, best dialogue writing, and I would say best direction as well. I would say that this this movie can fit, but we never know. Tron Part 3 is coming this year, so we never know. Like, that can surpass.
I have no worries about it. It's gonna be it's gonna be enjoyable thing for us only. But man, so far this is the third or second movie that I'm watching in theater this year, and this has become my favorite actually. And
so far, yeah,
I can just say that, like,
so
far
same,
this
same,
is my
same.
favorite
I would say
movie.
that so far, for this year, so far, I would say this is like the type of movie I watched it and I instantly became like happy and like interested towards film, like after a long time. So so far this is a good movie. Let's see like what's in the store till the year end.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, so many movies actually are coming next month.
August, September, October is like many movies are coming, and very big movies are coming actually. Tron 3 and like actually many movies across like international and national. So this year we have like good chunk of movies coming. Let's see like what happens.
Man, let's explore those, man. Now actually I'm again enjoying why and understanding like why we used to do that. Why we started this in the first place.
But you know, one thing I would say that Tron 3 is coming. Obviously that will be watched on IMAX, no doubt. But the only thing I'm not happy is that Tron 3 music will not be done by Daft Punk, because Daft Punk is retired. They won't do anything. So Tron Legacy music was completely done by Daft Punk. I wish like if they released Tron Legacy once again so that I'll watch it, because I don't want, till now I haven't watched Tron. I'm waiting for to get released on theater so that I watched it first time on theater. But let's see. But yeah, for Tron Ares, I'll watch definitely on IMAX. I'm hoping for that because the visuals were amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, man. This was actually good. The discussion was actually pretty crazy because I could see we both actually enjoyed the movie a lot, and as well as the discussion.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I guess this is it from my end for the movie. And yeah, man, actually we actually talked about a lot of technical stuff also. It's pretty good. We were not doing it for quite some time, but after doing it for a long after some time, I feel actually good about it. Like all the technicality part that we got to know, like the IMAX part, the films part that it was used. It was actually a first movie which was made on two different formats, Ultra Panavision and IMAX. So that's what the director said, and he experimented actually with a lot of technical stuff in this movie, and even came out pretty good.
Even the director experimented for Black Panther 2, because even that was shot not with IMAX, but like shot for IMAX. It was good. Yeah,
man. So yes, guys, I guess this is the part where we say goodbye. Yes. But yeah, man. Guys, this was actually good talking about. And guys, please subscribe our channel, check out our other episodes as well. And we discuss about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously we have a new setup now. You can see our
Yes.
backgrounds are changed,
It's amazing.
right? And we are in
So,
our new form.
Yeah. I would say,
And-
guys, if you stick around this long, it would be great that you consider subscribing us, because we're very close to 500 subscribers. That is a milestone we are looking to achieve by few months. So that would be great if we achieve 500 subscribers. Because after 500 subscribers, we have few content to be listed as membership. So it would
Yes.
be it's like a treat for you guys. So
yes,
we would appreciate that if you consider subscribing us.
that's gonna be more fun.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guys. See you later. Drop down your comments, like and subscribe our channel. We are everywhere, and you can find us everywhere, especially in your hearts.
Yes.
So yeah, guys.
This is the line I say to girls, but now here we are.
Well, we have that love for our audience now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
F the girls, man.
All right, guys. See you later.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.